There we go. 3, 2, 1. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. 10 p.m. time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. And I'm in the good mood. As you see in the title, Bitcoin printing 60k candle. Well, not just yet, but we are below 50k, but the price is actually holding up very nicely, which gets me thinking that, this is actually a good thing. It's actually a very good thing. And the fact that we are not dumping from 50k, because a lot of people are shorting 50k. If you haven't noticed, everyone's like, hey, I'm a trader, resistance, I shorting, I get that, but it is, the way I see it, it's a little bit wrong time to short right now. You also see here on the weekly time frame that we are actually above the blue box, going up here a little bit higher up here. I don't know why I have this line over here. The target is still the second blue box up here at top, around 60k, give or take. That's the target, guys, that's the target. How's everybody doing in the chat? BitConnect! How you doing, man? Burin is in the chat. XRP Legend, good morning. Are we still millionaires yet? Well, soon we're gonna be. Yo, the green is gobbling. How you doing, man? We gotta know. Of course, we gotta know. Good morning, all. Eric is in the chat. Just here for the music. It is nice, right? Gears were largest die holder bridges funds to Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain is actually doing very well. I was having a little bit problem when it comes to Pulse Chain. Where is the Palace? I think one of these Pulse pair, blah, 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 maybe this one. But it is doing well. It is doing well up here. I mean, I was early buyer on Pulse Chain, but and I was down like 2-3x or something. Not 2-3x. I was down like 70% during this dip up here. But right now it's going up very nicely. This weekly time frame. So from the bottoms down here towards top up here, it went like already 30x. This cannot be. Is this correct? Did it go 30x towards the upside up here? Nah, this cannot be, this cannot, let me double check this up here. It cannot be 30x. What's this? Pulsechain.com. Let's go Pulse. 0.39, it's still down by a bunch. Is this the correct chart? Am I seeing, wrong stuff? From the bottom, give or take, where is the bottom? Let me put from the bottom towards the upside. Now 600%, 7x from the bottom, but it's still down 7%, but it's still down. It's only 0.56 time of the SEC price, and I bought on the SEC price, but Pulse is up 1.44 of the SEC price, so it's up from there, so it's all good. 9 a.m. on the 60,000. Good morning from Italy. Marco is in the chat. Okay, guys. Okay, so Bitcoin is right now 0.12% towards upside. We got coffee. We are ready. So in this Bitcoin Daily, we're gonna look at what's happening in Bitcoin right now. Is this gonna go to 60k or not? Yesterday I had a video because yesterday I made a short video about altcoin dip. You might want to check it out. Important message. You must watch over here. You can check it out later. Where is it? If we go to the late adopter up here, videos, altcoins, important message. Watch this now. I made this yesterday, so you should check it out. That's all I'm saying. So we're not gonna talk too much about that, but you should check it out. And the other thing we're gonna talk about is, I was just watching right now the Crypto Banter live stream, and as you can see up here, this is Crypto Banter live stream, and it's some other guy. I don't know who the guy is, but you can see up here he was looking at some kind of portfolio up here, and he was looking at this tokenization of tokens, Prop C Rio Credi. And if you remember, I said that BlackRock CEO talked about tokenization of assets and stuff like that. That's the big thing that's coming. And I was like, yeah, but what coins are, good for tokenization? Like, which chains, like, how does this work? So he mentioned 3 coins. I thought, I think we're gonna go through all of these 3 and check it out. They are low cap coins, and there is, something interesting about them. So we're gonna go through that. But about that in a little while. So we're gonna talk about it. Good morning from India, Sanay. How you doing, man? Football Dream, Adopter, show us your portfolio. 60% of my portfolio, if not even more than that, is 1 coin. But the big coins like Ethereum's like, 5%, 2%. I got a decent, meme shitcoin for 60% of my portfolio. So, my portfolio is very, very easy. Guys, Bitcoin. Let's go start with Bitcoin. What's happening in Bitcoin? How is it actually doing? Let's go find a nice chart up here that's actually clean. There we go. This is gonna do very nicely. I will logarithm now. So over here, we can see up here we having this kind of doji on the top up here. It looks like it might actually turn towards downside, but the price is actually not that weak. Over here, we went up here towards the top. This isn't any kind of topping out signal. Pulled back right back up to there again, doing this up move up here. So is it gonna go down here and then break this towards downside over here? Technically it might do that. In any kind of bearish scenario, I would say this is the case, because over here at the top, you can see the line up here. It broke through back inside the channel over here, and once it broke back inside the channel, right now it's going to retest that towards the upside. So the thing that I'm looking up for this up here for the next move to 60k towards the upside is if we can actually break this again towards the upside up here, because if you do that, then this channel actually is in fact broken and we are increasing speed towards the upside. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Over here, let me draw the very nice trend up here. There we go. This is the trend up here. You can see how nicely we came outside of this trend line over here towards the upside, pulled back in all the way to the bottom, right now climbing up here, even pull back down to the midline, consolidating up here. So I am looking for this breakout up here above the resistance level over here towards the upside, because if this happens, it's gonna go, guys. It's gonna go hard and fast towards the upside. So that's why saying the Bitcoin is printing this God candle. Whether it's gonna be God candle towards 60k or not, I do not know, but it might go a little bit choppy. Now the next target up here is around 52.5 or something like that, 52 give or take up here. So if it does break this towards upside, it should go all the way towards the top. Let's try to doubling this channel towards upside. Let's see just where the target might actually be. Yeah, it is in the ballpark area up there, 51.8, 52 up here, give or take, depends on how long this takes. This is a 4-hourly time frame, up here at 52. That should be the next target if it can manage to break back outside of this channel towards the upside. On the other hand, if you see the move outside of the channel, this is a 4-hourly time frame. If you see the move outside of the channel on the downside, this might actually dip a little bit more towards the downside. When it comes to liquidity and stuff like that, just like before over here at the bottom when we went down to 38k, if you remember, we talked about liquidity grabs and stuff like that, right? So down here there was a liquidity grab, we came into that box and we pulled back up. So if this for whatever reason should go outside of this channel towards downside, I'm looking for this liquidity grab right below down here, maybe even below this wick over here, but I would assume it's this previous wick over here at 46k. So it might pull back quite a decent bunch towards downside before it actually goes towards upside. But this is only this theory is only the case in case we go towards downside, right? Because if it doesn't, and if it breaks the channel, because if it doesn't break the channel, then the move is definitely up here towards upside, and it is extremely bullish if it can manage to break towards upside. Now we are mega bullish, euphoric, stupidly, blindly ecstatic towards the upside, towards 60k. So we're gonna see if that actually might be the case. But short term, this is what I'm looking at. Just the next breakout, next move. This is a 4-hourly time frame, so we're gonna see how this actually plays out. On the bigger time frames, like the daily time frames, there is no break in the trend. The trend is actually increasing up here. So we had this trend line over here. If you see up here, if you pull back, it's gonna be 45, 46k, depends, next couple of days. If it does pull back, yeah, I mean this trend needs to hold, right? If it pulls back over here, these are where do we say the bottoms are? Up here, the liquidity zone down here, the liquidity grab, but it doesn't look weak. That's the thing. I mean, you know, over here the price doesn't look weak. That's the thing. You know, you wouldn't see this, you know, pullback all the way up to, you know, these levels up here if the price was weak. If this was the case, I would assume, you know, we should, you know, just turn around and go towards downside, but we are pulling back all the way towards the tops. So even though we are hitting resistance level, the price is actually quite bullish. The price is very, very bullish, and it looks very, very nice. So I have no reason to believe that, you know, for whatever reason we should go towards downside just yet. I mean, at one point that might be the case, but right now it's still not there. And I do understand that we are at 50k level up here at the top, and a lot of people are shorting these levels. I'm just not quite there yet. I've learned my lesson before. Just because you're at resistance doesn't mean that that resistance is not going to get broken. The same thing with the support. If you're at support, doesn't mean that you're going to break the support. You know, you can just bounce off that. So we are at right now at 50k level, and I'm looking for breakout towards the upside. So that's going to be the next move. The video that I mentioned to you just right now, the altcoins important message video, it's about dips on altcoins, right? So if you watch altcoins, any kind of altcoin, they are down like 30-40% already, and they're getting ready to pump, guys. They're getting ready to pump. So if Bitcoin should go up over here to 60k, I would assume that as soon as we start hitting 60k up here at the top, altcoins are just gonna explode. They're just gonna explode. Good morning, Tilly. I hope you have a nice day. I do. Are your analysis based on what? Lines. I watched your last 10 videos and I still don't get it. My analysis is based on hopium. Fear and greed still apply in such a bullish scenario. Of course. But we are mostly looking at, you know, when you're at the top, it's definitely, you know, greed and euphoria. Even you're at the bottom, it's definitely fear and blood. But when you're over here, I mean, there is still the fear and greed kind of, you know, analysis. Up here at the top, you know, there is a lot of, you know, greed, so it pulls back. Over here there's a lot of fear, and it pulls back up towards the upside, but the price is mostly bullish towards the upside, so it should, you know, dump less than it pumps. So it should pump high, but it should dump less, right? So big pumps, small dumps, right? It's different kind of scenario than the bear market, because in the bear market it dumps a lot, but it pumps a little bit, right? Dumps whole bunch, but, you know, pumps only a little bit towards the upside, right? Because the price is heavily being pushed towards the downside, while right now we are being heavily pushed towards the upside. And it's not done just yet. If you watched yesterday's live stream, we talked about, you know, where is the Bitcoin top eventually? Where is the Bitcoin top eventually gonna be at, and how we gonna, you know, time the Bitcoin top? And then it's gonna be a whole bunch of, you know, indications and indicators that are telling us that, you know, okay, right now we are, you know, a little bit too high, but, you know, is 50k that? No, definitely not. Is 60k the top? It's not the all-time high top, but, you know, the probability is very, very low for that, you know. So we good. Just hold for 6 more months at least. Still don't get it, but okay, I like to hear you. Nice. Can you check Trias? Good economics and many influencers talking about it. Nah, I don't think we're gonna check Trias. So Bitcoin is doing well. Everything is doing nicely up here. Ethereum, let's check out the Ethereum BTC chart and see if it's pulling back inside. I mean, this thing over here pulled inside the box over here on the downside, pull back right now. The fact that we are not breaking the support level up here again, there is a good chance to bounce again, right? But we are still looking at this, you know, falling wedge up here on the downside over here that we had for a very, very long time. You can see up here that we came outside of the wedge, and right now we are retesting that, but I do want to see this getting back inside this wedge up here. If it does manage to get back inside the wedge, I think, you know, we good. So we're gonna see that eventually Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin. It's only a matter of time when. At one point it outperforms Bitcoin, right? Just like over here, Ethereum started outperforming Bitcoin right down here. That was at, no, December 16, of course. Sorry about that. The Bitcoin, Ethereum started outperforming. December 19 actually started outperforming Bitcoin over here all the way 2021. So Ethereum was actually outperforming Bitcoin almost entire bull market and bear market towards downside. Let's overlay the Bitcoin chart, BTC USDT chart over here, just so we can see that. So you can see here, ever since, you know, down here at the bottom, I mean, Bitcoin was all the way towards downside over here, outperforming Ethereum. So Ethereum was bleeding to, against Bitcoin all the way towards this, you know, bottom. So Bitcoin exploded towards the upside. Even during the pullback, Bitcoin was still outperforming. And only up here, when it started going towards the upside, where I thought that Bitcoin should, you know, actually go towards the upside. So without this, you know, Corona dump up here, we should actually just have done this move towards the upside. This is actually where Ethereum started outperforming. And it continued outperforming all the way towards the top, right? Which is very, very nice. Let me find a bigger chart up here. BTC USDT Qcoin. Sorry about that. Coinbase. Which chart does have a long time price scale? No, not this one. BTC USDT. Maybe Qcoin chart. No. Kraken. No. Bybit. No. Polynex. Yeah, Polynex maybe. There we go. This is Kraken, Qcoin, Polynex. There we go. This is a bigger chart up here, so we can actually go a little bit back in time. And you'll see up here, back in time, this is before the 2017 move towards the upside. Up here. Let me see if I can move this nicely towards the upside. So Ethereum was bleeding versus Bitcoin since 2016. I mean, this was, you know, slowly, you know, Bitcoin was slowly going towards the upside, but just before this, you know, major move towards the upside, you know, it changed direction and, you know, it exploded versus Bitcoin up here. Exploded versus Bitcoin. So what can we conclude from this over here? That at one point Ethereum will go towards the upside up here against Bitcoin. And right now Bitcoin is doing this last move towards the 60K, and we might assume that, you know, that might be the case. Now, whether this is going to be the case or not, I do not quite know, but, you know, it is the hopium that might be the case. 60K, and then, you know, Ethereum goes towards the upside. But if it goes to 60K and continues bleeding, now this might actually go a little bit more towards the downside over here. And then at, you know, after the pullback, when it goes for this last move towards 2025 move towards the upside, then Ethereum goes very, very crazy towards the upside. But eventually Ethereum, towards the ending of the bull market, outperforms Bitcoin. It's just the way it's always been. We are hoping it's going to continue being that way. So there is that. There is that. Is ETH not more in a downward channel? No. ETH, like, if you look at the ETH chart, it is exceptionally nice chart. I mean, it is exceptionally nice. Look at this over here. Ever since Bitcoin capitulation down here at the bottom, right? July 2022. Ever since the capitulation of Bitcoin and everything else, the Ethereum chart has just been climbing. It's went up, you know, low, higher, low, higher, low. Like, it's been just going climbing slowly towards the upside. This is actually a very, very strong chart. And right now we are, you know, coming to this blue box. But once this blue box is broken, it's going to go to 3.3k level up here towards the upside. It is an extremely strong chart. Unfortunately, Bitcoin is stronger than Ethereum right now. So even though Ethereum Bitcoin chart looks like this and goes towards downside, it looks like Ethereum is losing against Bitcoin. That is true. You know, the price of Ethereum versus the dollar, of course, it's going towards upside. It is a strong looking chart, and these are some of the strongest looking charts that you can find right now in crypto. Because if you look at, you know, other coins that have strong looking charts, and I've been saying that, you know, see, different coins have a very, very strong chart. This over here is Tron. Tron has also a very, very exceptionally strong looking chart. And look what Tron is doing here at the top right now. It is breaking this channel, guys. It is gonna go ballistic up here, consolidate up here, broke up. It's just gonna go. you know, but I don't know how much, you know, upside there is for you know, thrown up here to all-time high. It's on like 40%, so I'm definitely sure it's gonna break the 40%, 100% up here towards the upside. This thing is bullish like you know what, and it's just gonna go. But right now it is actually breaking. This is exceptionally good chart, so I like any kind of chart that looks like this. You get some kind of, you know, some kind of capitulation in, sorry, in where is the June, July, this capitulation on Bitcoin, everything, right? That's some kind of bottom, and from that moment on it just goes towards upside. Any kind of chart that looks like that is extremely bullish chart. You will also see that on for example on Chainlink, right? Where is Chainlink? The DeFi platforms. Now, where is Chainlink up here? Oracles, there we go. Chainlink up here. Chainlink also capitulation June 2022, right? Held this, you know, support level very nicely and then exploded from then. Strong chart, holding the price very nicely inside this bear market for a year and a half, and right now it's continuing going towards upside. Strong charts. What about Matic? Is also have a strong chart. I'm just a little bit unsure about, you know, how much higher that it can go, right? So I'm not really interested in Matic, but you know, it all depends on, you know, how high can it go, right? Look here, Matic was one of the strongest performers after the capitulation in July 2022. Look at this move towards the upside, right? Came up to the very top up here, pull back to the midline over here, second time. Right now it's consolidating up here at this resistance here again, and it's very soon gonna break this and continue towards upside. But the chart, the bottom down here is very important. It goes towards upside. So this bottom up here and this bottom up here, you know, this is low, this is higher low, it goes towards upside. It is a strong looking chart. I'm just a little bit unsure, you know, even all the way up here towards upside up here right now, that's something like, you know, 5x towards upside over here towards upside, and it is very interesting for people that wants these kind of things, but you know, it's only 5x to the top up here, and then, you know, beyond that, like, who knows how much higher it can actually go, and I'm a little bit unsure about that, but it is a strong looking chart. It is definitely a legit coin, right? So coins that go into the July up here and continue bleeding towards the downside, they might be weak, they might be overbought, they might go through another kind of stuff, but very strong coins just get bought like from that moment on and just continue going towards the upside. Strong coin. About XRP has been so quiet. XRP is in fact very quiet, and over here you can see the chart up here. I posted this on Twitter. I think the next move for XRP is 240%. I'm a little bit unsure whether this is the all-time high top or not for XRP, but you'll see that XRP has the same kind of chart, is also looking very strong. June 2022, it just been holding this bottom. So right now the XRP is at the bottom technically, and this over here is when they won the case. It went something like 100% towards the upside. So this, you know, chart up here, you know, after consolidation, we are again looking for a, you know, a move up here, at least up here towards the, you know, $1. But during the bull market, who knows, maybe it's gonna go to 1.6, maybe even higher than that up here. I don't know, but I'm definitely looking at this target over here, $1 over here towards the upside. Now the problem with the XRP chart, I believe it's one of these, you know, dead coins. Don't hate me, guys, don't hate me. XRP USDT. Do we have a big XRP chart? Polynex. There we go. It's one of these dead coins, right? The first bull run, it was at $3. The second bull run at $2, and right now, you know, the $1, you know, target up here. Don't kill the messenger, man. Agree on the dead coin. Don't kill the messenger, right? So I don't know. I don't want to say anything because too many people hate you if you say anything bad about XRP. So, you know, it's better. There is a saying in the bull market: if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So we're gonna go and move on, right? Move on, because it's bull market. Let people have fun with whatever, right? Dead. So there is also the video, of course, on my channel up here. You see dead coins. You might want to check it out because I'm talking about these two coins from 2011, 2012. It's an interesting video. You should definitely check out that one as well. So those are the dead coins. So Ethereum does look actually very nice, hitting the blue box up here, breaking up here towards the upside. Bitcoin as well. I mean, it is already broken the resistance, broken the blue box up here, consolidating up here. Doesn't have some kind of weakness up here. So I should just right now, I'm just assuming this is just consolidation. The consolidation can take a little bit while, but you know, sooner or later the 60K is gonna be printed, is in the books. It's gonna happen, and we're gonna go towards the upside. So it does look very, you know, strongly bullish. That is correct. That is correct over here. And the last thing that we might mention, I just did a trade. I haven't done a trade in how long? Very, very long. I'm not the trader, you know. I'm too emotional, no composure. You know, I'm definitely very, very, you know, jittery when it comes to that. But you heard about you heard about Jupiter, and it just consolidating over here towards downside. So you know, you never know where the top is up here. There we go. That's the channel up here, right? Give or take. So over here I did long. So you know, right now, you know, the question is, if I go long on stuff and I become super bullish, is 50k the top? Because oftentimes, you know, that was the case in the bear market. Every time I became euphoric, bullish, anytime we broke the resistance, I was like, yes, finally we're gonna do it. And we get wrecked. But this time around, I've been, you know, during the bull market right now, the last part of bull market, I've been bullish so long and we haven't dropped. So I think right now, you know, the stars and the moons have changed a little bit. The universe is, you know, playing on the same guitar that I'm playing. And, you know, me being bullish does not mean that we're gonna dump down. Jupe has still to find its bottom. Yeah, I think it might have, but you know, it's just trade. It's just a trade, so there is that. CKB is pumping like 100%. I'm a little bit unsure whether CKB is gonna be. CKB is hitting the top or not. Over here, let's go to the daily time frame over here on CKB. It's right now pulling back because this move up here was, you know, 120% move towards upside within 2 days. So it's right now going through a pullback. If you look at a peak. Sorry about that. If you look at a big time frame, CKB is out of the channel. This is kind of what you can expect from altcoins, guys. All of altcoins has these kind of channels on the downside right now, but this is what you can expect from altcoins once they start, you know, breaking towards upside. Josie Allen says, how about Eda? Big fat letters, you know, caps. Cardano, please. Josie, no. You need to learn how to be more polite in the chat, man. Just coming into the chat and screaming does not help anybody. How about Tau? Nah, not Tau. And the last thing that we're gonna look at, of course, that we started looking at here in the very start, is these 3 coins. Tokenization assets, right? That Crypto Banter is talking about. So he was talking about some kind of gaming coins, L1 coins and stuff like that. These are DeFi coins, but these 3 coins, Prop C, Rio and Cred coins. So we're gonna check these 3 out over here. So the first one is let's go over here and go to CoinCap, and let's go and check Credify, this one. It is very, very low market cap, 4 million market cap. But it goes back to December 2021 from the very, very top. So it came out at the exact time when the top was in, right? And it's just been bleeding ever since then, right? So maybe, just maybe, and over here you can see actually that starting, you know, pumping a little bit pullback, and pullback doesn't go all the way to 0.008, it comes a little bit higher, and right now pumped here a little bit again, but still only 4 billion market cap. And if you look at a, you know, website up here, the website looks totally legit and everything, but it looks like it's some kind of landing protocol or something like that. Also the loading, like who has loading nowadays, man? Like what, you know, it looks like some kind of landing protocol, some stuff like that. The good part is they don't have anything that I'm gonna show you a little bit later as some other stuff has. XRPL platform, I don't know what this is. Welcome on board platform. Yeah, so yeah, some platform for lending and stuff like that, right? So this looks like legit. I don't know if they are actually tokenizing assets or not, but it looks like a good coin. There's a couple of things that actually are very good about this, and the fact that, you know, it wasn't, you know, back in, you know, it was just going down ever since it got released, because it got released at the very top, right? So it has to go down, right? But right now it's climbing up here again, so there is definitely a good way for this to play out. So Credify looks okay if this is a tokenization asset, right? So there are 3 tokenization assets: Credify, Rio and Prop C. The other one is Rio, so let's check that out. Rio. This is called Realio network. And on this thing over here, if you look at the chart, this came out prior to, this came out prior to the previous bull market. So it's gone through one bull market. It's right now at some kind of bottom. It's climbing slowly up here towards the upside. Again, low market cap at 5 million and stuff like that. And if you look at a website, the future of private equity is digital. So this some kind of, it does look like some kind of tokenization, tokenization chain or something like that, right? But, we are eliminating barriers to invest in, trade, and leverage exclusive real estate. So real estate tokenization, private equity, and other real world assets through decentralized finance, right? So this is the thing, real world assets. So this does really does in fact look like a tokenization, coin. And it might actually be very, very interesting. It's also very, very low cap. The problem up here is that it was already through one bull market. But previous bull market tokenization of assets wasn't the big thing. Now it might be thing. Right now it's slightly climbing towards the upside, right? So this is the other coin. And third coin that looks like really sketchy. And I mean, you're gonna understand why when I show you that. Prop C. This is the third coin. Prop C. Prop chain, right? And on the first look, when you look at the chart up here, it looks very nice. Number one, it just came out in 2023. So it's slowly climbing towards the upside. 20 million market cap. It's a little bit higher than the other, but it's still, 20 million market cap. Now the problem comes when you click on the website. This is just too funny. The very first you think here, buy Prop C up here at the top. They are not showing their, the technology, this and that, platform, whatever, right? No, buy Prop C, stake Prop C, token. This is how our Prop C is worth. So this is definitely some kind of shady stuff. Again, shady stuff pumps in the bull market as well, like meme coins and shit coins and everything else pumps. But if you're talking about legit, tokenization asset coins and platforms and stuff like that, I wouldn't say that prop chain is one of these things. And this is the biggest part of the reason. They're shilling their coins on the front page, and that's not how how it should actually be. So this prop chain thing, I'm a little bit, worried about that. On the other hand, the Realio network does look legit, and it looks like might be the real tokenization asset platform. CredFi looks like it's like lending platform. I don't know, but I would bet that Realio might actually perform very, very nicely up here. The problem is that it was there in the previous bull market, but there's that. So those are the three coins that Crypto Banter talked about. Every other coin, like don't care that much about, but I thought it was interesting to look at coins though. Guys, it looks nice. And the last thing, yeah, there is one more thing. There is always one more thing, guys. There is always one more thing. t.me/TI Fans Club. We got new Telegram channel, guys. TI Fans Club public channel. If you want to come and join us and have a social place to be and chat about coins and stuff like that, do consider joining TI Fans Club public chat. And stay around, because during the bull market, a lot of people are gonna come, through my channel. They're gonna be pumping, shilling their coins, talking about coins. So it's nice to have a place to be. So why not TI Fans Club public chat? Guys, beside that, I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about today. There's not actually too much to talk about right now. I'm looking for the pump, guys. I'm looking for the pump. If there's a pump, there might come live emergency stream. So make sure to, hit the like button, subscribe button, notifications button, all of the buttons below, all of the links. Just click anything, guys. Anything. It's okay. Just go down below the video and click anything. It's good. And beside that, guys, thanks for stopping by. Let's dive into the DJ pool. Adship. Guys, enjoy the day. Where's my outro? Enjoy the pubs. Have a great day. Bye-bye.